anyone that's a mother, even if you're not a mother, it would still make you feel some type of way that innocence and purity was violated. It was no words for it. It's still no words. Know that there are people in the community that care, that's praying, that even in the midst of this devastating catastrophe, that there is still hope. There's still humanity that exists.
To society, that's how a judge describes two Jackson men charged with killing a toddler, his mother, and his aunt.
Yeah, because of this, bond was denied for both men in court today.
Cornelius Carter and Jordan Carter were arrested last night. The two are not related. Cornelius is charged with capital murder and being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. Jordan is charged with capital murder.
Now, they're accused of killing 2-year-old Kamari Gibbons, his mother, 25-year-old Kiana Weathersby, and her sister, 30-year-old Erica Weathersby. Marine Side's Quentin Smith is following this story for us. He joins us live outside of police headquarters in Quentin. This is not the first time the suspects have been involved in serious crimes.
That's right, Howard. Both men have spent time behind bars for crimes such as aggravated assault on a police officer, kidnapping, and carjacking. In fact, their prior convictions are one of the reasons the judge decided to deny bond today. Although these two arrests have been made, police believe more people could be involved in the killings.
You know, any of these crimes are heinous. But you have to have a heart of pure evil.
Jackson Police Chief Rochelle Brackney is still having a hard time wrapping her mind around this killing.
You just have to have a heart of pure evil.
A killing that claimed 3 lives. 2-year-old Kamari Gibbons, his mother, 25-year-old Kiana Weathersby, and her sister, 30-year-old Erica Weathersby. It happened around 9 o'clock Saturday night on Queen Alexandria Lane in West Jackson. All 3 victims, including the toddler, were shot multiple times and pronounced dead unseen. Brackney says the shooting was targeted and the toddler was not caught in the crossfire.
So these are the kind of cases that haunt detectives, seasoned detectives, who've been to a lot of horrific scenes over the years, and normally you can move through them in order to get the work done. This one has caused quite a few of us to pause and reel itself in.
It was a Saturday night in West Jackson. Nothing about it felt different. Neighbors were inside. Porch lights were on. Somewhere down the block, a television was playing too loud. Then came the call. 9:15 p.m., an address on Queen Alexandria Lane. The report said assault. What officers found was something else entirely. 3 bodies, inside one house. 2 of them were sisters. One of them hadn't started kindergarten yet. He never would. Before you keep watching, I want to ask you something simple. Have you ever felt completely safe in your own home? Just answer yes or no in the comments. I want to see how many of you say yes, because on this night, safety wasn't the problem. The problem was that someone already knew this address. Someone already knew who lived inside, and by the time police arrived, there was nothing left to save. This is the story of Queen Alexandria Lane. What happened inside that house? And the questions that are still right now unanswered. This is a unique case, and viewer discretion is advised. If stories like this are the ones you come back for, hit like and subscribe to Domestic True Crimes HQ, because this case isn't over, and neither are we. Kiana Weathersby was 25. People who knew her used the same words over and over. Steady, present, not the club type, not the drama type. She managed a clothing store downtown. Every day she showed up. Her sister Erica was 30. She worked in healthcare inside the walls of St. Dominic Hospital, taking care of people she'd never met. They weren't just sisters, they were each other's backup plan. Together they were raising a 2-year-old boy named Kamari. He liked toy cars. He liked toy trucks. He liked being chased around a living room until he couldn't stop laughing. Their brother DeMarco lived out in Texas. When he got the call, he didn't have words for it, just static, just disbelief. He would later say it plainly. His sisters weren't out looking for trouble. They were working, raising a baby, trying to get by. That's it. That's the whole story of who they were. No red flags, no warning signs, no reason for anyone to believe danger was standing outside that door. Just a mother, her sister, her son, living a life that, by every account, was still in motion. Here's the part that's hard to sit with. None of that mattered. By Monday, Jackson's police chief stood in front of the cameras, and what she said changed the entire shape of this case. This wasn't random. Say that again, slower. This was not random.
A heart of pure evil you just have to have a heart of pure evil.
The victims.
So we know this was not random, but we will not comment or speculate on motive. Again, we don't want to jeopardize this case.
Brackney says the details of the case are brutal, revealing the toddler was sleeping in his bed when he was shot.
These are the kind of cases that haunt detectives, seasoned detectives, who've been to a lot of horrific scenes over the years. And normally you can move through them in order to get the work done. This one has caused quite a few of us to pause.
This similar sentiment is shared by the founder of Reset Jackson, which is a local crime prevention organization.
I think we're just headed in the wrong direction as a city and as a people.
He says this triple homicide, along with other recent incidents like the murder of 18-year-old Jacoby Tillman at a gas station early Tuesday morning, has pushed him to do more. Hopkins hopes to be the bridge between law enforcement and community members so they can have more trust in each other.
We need to be back in the streets. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up prayer rallies. We're going to set up peace marches and peace rallies. And again, we're going to try to get with the JPD and also Capitol Police.
It wasn't a stray bullet. It wasn't a break-in gone wrong. It wasn't the wrong house. Investigators confirmed something else instead. The victims and the men now under suspicion knew each other. That single detail rewrote everything. Because if this was targeted, then somewhere, a decision was made. A choice. A reason. And whoever made that choice knew exactly which door to walk through. Police wouldn't say why. Not yet. Maybe not for a long time. They called it an active investigation. They said releasing a motive right now could compromise the case. So the public was left with a question that had no answer. Why this house? Why this family? A family that worked, that paid bills, that tucked a toddler into bed at night. If it can happen to them, some people whispered, it can happen to anyone. That's the sentence that traveled through this neighborhood faster than any police statement. The house was quiet again by morning, but nothing about that quiet felt like peace. Somewhere out there, the people responsible were still moving, and they weren't finished being found. Investigators didn't get time to catch their breath. A vehicle was missing from the scene, a red 2020 Mitsubishi Mirage, last belonging to one of the victims. Whoever left that house didn't leave on foot. Police issued a bolo, a description, a license plate, a request for the public's help. In cases like this, that's usually where things slow down. Leads go quiet. Weeks pass. Not this time. By Sunday, the car turned up. Empty. Abandoned at a park in North Jackson. No suspects. Just evidence, waiting to be processed. The driver didn't stop. For a few tense minutes, officers followed. Then the vehicle was boxed in, and it was over. 2 men were taken into custody without further incident. Cornelius Carter, 28. Jordan Carter, 28. Same last name. No relation. Inside their vehicle, investigators recovered 3 firearms. Both men were charged with capital murder. Then, less than 48 hours after that first 911 call, officers spotted a vehicle they believed was connected to the case. They tried to pull it over. Cornelius Carter faced an additional charge, being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. But here's the detail that stopped people cold. Cornelius Carter was already on parole, already under GPS monitoring, already being watched by the system when this happened. Watched. And it still wasn't enough to stop it. 2 men, now behind bars. A case that looked for a moment like it might be closing. It wasn't. Because next time you'll learn exactly who these two men really are, the violent history hiding behind both of their names, and a detail investigators haven't fully explained yet. They weren't the only ones involved. Neither of these men was new to violence. Court records tell a story neither of them will say out loud. Jordan Carter, indicted back in 2017, aggravated assault, accused of striking a man with a gun, accused of kidnapping and carjacking, all in the same night. Cornelius Carter's record goes back even further. In 2015, he was indicted for hitting police officers with a vehicle. While locked up on assault charges, he was accused again, this time of trying to escape custody, damaging the facility on his way out. Two men, same age, both with long histories of violence. One of them under active state supervision when 3 people ended up dead. Both men appeared in court the next morning. The judge's ruling took seconds. Bond denied. For both of them. The reason given was simple. They were considered a danger to the public. For a moment, it looked like the story was closing. It wasn't, because investigators weren't finished. They said clearly, there could be more arrests, more people involved. They were right. Just hours ago, a third arrest was made, a woman, connected to this same case, which means everything you think you know about this story, who did what, who knew who, may only be half the picture. There's a memorial now on Queen Alexandria Lane. White flowers, a single balloon, a message asking for peace. None of this can give back. A woman named Candace Crump never knew the family. She came anyway. She said it stayed with her. The idea that something so innocent could be taken so completely. Because that's what people keep circling back to. Not just what happened, what it interrupted. Kiana loved going out to eat, loved shopping with her sister, loved her son. Erica showed up to a hospital day after day to take care of strangers. And Kamari, 2 years old, was never going to get the chance most of us take for granted. No first day of school, no growing up, no becoming whoever he was going to become. That's the part that doesn't fade with the headlines. Right now, both men remain behind bars. Denied bond, facing 3 counts of capital murder each. But charged is not convicted. Under the law, they are still presumed innocent. And that presumption matters, even in a case like this. What happens next depends on the evidence, the ballistics, the digital records. Whatever comes out of a red car that never should have left that driveway. Investigators say the door is still open. More names could surface. One already has. So here's where we leave it. For now, a mother, a sister, a son who never got his future, and a case that isn't finished revealing what it's hiding. If you want to know who that third suspect is, and what her arrest changes about everything you just heard, that's the next video, and it changes more than you'd expect. Subscribe to Domestic True Crimes HQ so you don't miss it, because this story isn't over, and neither are we.